Hey guys, so I'm at the end of wrapping up the semester, and I'm at the end where you can no longer feel anything and you're not sure if you're a real person. And every time you pass by a bridge, you're like, should I jump off it? Should I? Like it's just burnt out. Like the weather is starting to change, and I'm just like, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to type anymore. I don't want to have to study anymore. Like you're getting to the point where you're burnt out. I'm going to I'll be graduating with my bachelor's, and I'm going to start my master's program in the fall. But I need those 4 months. I need my May, June, July, August. I need them. I need them. Even though August I start prepping and stuff, so, but I need my break, and I'm just like, bleh. I'm bleh. I feel like the Energizer Bunny when it's like slowing down. It's like, uh, uh, uh. That's what I feel like. But I'm almost there. I'm almost there, and I'm trying to wrap up strong. But I haven't really been feeling like myself, so I didn't feel, just haven't been feeling up for it, because I'm just like, I have so much to do. I want to trying to do everything a little bit each day, so at the end I'm not like just overwhelmed, because that is something I've done before in the past, so I'm trying to be better. But I was baited. I was baited. I saw that Blake Lively won 100, the Times 100 most influential people. How? How? Why? Pourquoi? Comme si, comme ça? Que pasó, Mufasa? Que pasa, Mufasa? Like, what are we talking about? How? I think what it was is that she donated money to various campaigns, and it just goes to show you like how much of a capitalist society we live in. Like, here's the thing: take the money, take the check, be like, hey, this is gonna help people, whatever. But then don't like, and then like go and push her on Times 100 most influential people. Really? Because all I've seen public discourse is people talking about criticizing her Betty Boo's products, how it's just a cash grab because she doesn't even drink alcohol, how she promoted alcohol products during a film about domestic violence, and not all the time, but quite often domestic violence and alcoholism or substance abuse, sometimes they go hand in hand. Doesn't mean that every person who struggles with substance abuse is an abuser, but I think there probably are a lot of abusers that will drink or use substances, because then they could be like, well, that's not really me, that's the substance. Or, that when I take this substance, it's because I'm stressed and you shouldn't bother me. So, misstep on a lot of reasons. Her hair care products, that she also was, promoting during, again, a campaign, a movie about domestic violence. And, she was criticized at the packaging for the products, and that even the promotional videos, her hair didn't look that great. So there was a lot of things. I think she has given speeches at different organizations. I think she is a proponent of trying to stop child trafficking, which is obviously awful and disgusting, and any organization that tries to make leeway in that should be applauded. Um, but it's very interesting that she's on the Times 100 most influential, because as it stands now, it appears that her case of sexual harassment with Justin Baldoni doesn't really hold any water. That's what it looks like. And it looks like she might have said that to avoid dealing with, like, I guess, like a power play between the two, or just two people who just grew to dislike each other because of a project. like whatever it is. I have seen people float around the ideas maybe she had a crush on him. I'm not wading into those waters because who knows, right? But from what we gather, it does seem like it was just personalities. They didn't get along, especially when it came to creative control, and stuff went south. So it's very interesting that she's on the Times in most influential list of 100 people. Um, Society is a garbage dump. It's a dumpster fire. Like even that, maybe it's because they don't get a lot of promotion. Like I think everybody is just getting to the point where we're so maybe not negative, but like what's the word? Like you're just nothing is just moving you. You're just like whatever, whatever about everything. And so maybe they were like, well, negative press is still press. So maybe that's why they put her on the list. I'm not really sure, but I saw that and I was just like, fine, fine, whatever. It's just annoying, you know. It's I I don't know, maybe that happens a lot. Maybe like publicists will start paying people off like, "Hey, we need some good press. Like, here you go. Do something." I did see a comment. I don't but, you know, we don't know if it's true or not, but I saw a comment on a video about Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds that I think it was the day after the lawsuit that Ryan Reynolds got in touch with a couple of charity organizations, and he sent them videos personally congratulating them and like or like thanking them for all the work that they've done. And I'm not gonna lie, it seems like something he would do. Like there has always been something about Ryan that just comes off as very disingenuous, and like, you know, a lot of the celebrities when they go to children's hospitals and when they're doing this, that, the third, they have PR people there. Like, this is a sick child. Many of them are terminal. Don't do that. I am more of the Robin Williams. I miss him so much. I miss him so much. The Robin Williams camp where he'd be like, it's not about me. I don't want cameras in here. This is not for publicity. Um, there are a lot of stories of him just like visiting children who are terminally ill and making them laugh and, you know, doing something for the parents and the medical staff that have to treat this terminal child and giving them all gifts. And I think that that's really, really beautiful, and it just shows you how much of a stand-up person he was, you know. So there's not a lot of kindness in my heart for people who use charity or who use those little events for publicity and to make themselves seem better than they actually are. Good deeds should be done in secret. And yeah, you know, sometimes we do that where, you know, we might share things with our friends and family, and it's like, well, actually, you know, you do kind of want some props, and I think that that's okay. But I think it's very different to share with a friend or family, or sometimes you need support. Like, you know, I did this, and because I was really saddened by the situation, and I know that what I did, it's really not going to amount to much, but, you know, I was moved to do something, you know. I think that that's very different than calling in like, hey, bring in the cameras, make sure that makes it to press. All right, you know, there's a picture of me slapping some girl in the face, so we better combat that, you know. It just comes off very gross and nasty. So again, very curious why Time decided to do that. Left a bad taste in my mouth, because you'd figure, like, you don't know what the verdict is going to be with this case, you know. Like, maybe it's best to not do any of these people until you know exactly what it is. It's been a lot of mudslinging. There's been a lot of anger on both camps. Even the lawyers were getting sassy. So maybe it's better to just not. So yeah, I'm side-eyeing you, Time. I don't know why you did that. Um I'm sure that a few people got a couple checks, and allegedly, I guess, because I don't know, but it appears that way. But yeah, I don't like that. I really don't. I don't know what that is, you know. But yeah, I hope I can make it through this semester, and I hope you guys are doing well. And hopefully, we're getting some nicer weather, so hopefully, we'll be able to have a nice summer and things will start to look up on the horizon. And yeah, we'll keep following this case. I'm just really curious to see how what the judges are going to say. I did see like a judge like tell the lawyers to both calm the down, that it's just way too much mudslinging, and I think just people are just very annoyed, and I think too like people need a distraction. Things haven't been so great, but yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Hopefully I will be in so much better spirits as I keep getting stuff done with the semester. So yeah, bye guys, I'll talk to you later.